Hello everybody, this is Gruesome Fox coming at you with a 550 cost rated match in the buff Sisquiede. We're going to be on Underground Base for this match here, and Sisquiede was buffed as part of the January 2026 unit adjustments. This is a unit that I really just had to talk about because it was the topic of discussion on one of my older Saturday streams where we were discussing that the Sisquiede was really in need of a adjustment, and lo and behold, the January adjustments come along and the Sisquiede is at the very bottom of the list. So yeah, again, a unit I really had to talk about to kind of follow up that discussion, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. The Sisquiede is a support type mobile suit. It is native to 550 and goes up to 600 at level 2. And looking at the adjustments they made for the unit here, we'll be starting off with the unit specs. The unit HP has been enhanced from 21,000 to 22,000, with upper levels also being enhanced. For the part slots, the close range slots are increased from 13 to 14, mid-range slots increased from 14 to 15, and long-range slots increased from 13 to 14, with upper levels also being enhanced. The unit skill, Thrust-Based Fire Coolong System level 1 has been given. The unit skill, Immobile Fire System level 1 has been given, and the unit skill, High Performance Bouncer level 1 and Melee Combo Control level 1 have now been merged into Melee Composite System level 1. Moving on to the weapons here, the main range weapon, the Sisquiede L Beam Rifle, had its power increased from 2,600 to 2,700, with upper levels also being enhanced, and the weapon switching time has been shortened. For some of our sub-weapons here, the Sisquiede L Beam Rifle Rapid had its heat rate reduced from 25% to 22%. The Sisquiede Mega Cannon had its focus shortened from 10 seconds to 7 seconds. And then moving on to some adjustments to the skills here. The skill Offense Mode Phase 1 Ability Boost has been given Emergency Evasion System Level 1, and the Offense Mode Phase 2 Ability Boost increased the Defense Boost effect while the skill is active. And that is everything here for the Sisquiede's adjustments, and yeah, really nice lineup shot with the Mega Beam there. That's going to be something I get into with the Sisquiede here in a moment in terms of teamwork. But yeah, looking at the adjustments for the Sisquiede here, I think this unit did get some nice things going for it. The inclusion of Immobile Fire System is really nice to have since all of the Sisquiede's range weapons are stop to fire, so that is definitely a skill that this unit will make a lot of use of. And also the Thrust-Based Fire Cooling System as well. You do have that Mega Beam Cannon that takes a while to recharge after use, and you know, if any of your other weapons are also overheated, the Sisquiede has some really good thrust behind it, so you are able to boost for a good duration, and again, it is another skill that this unit can sort of make use of. So kind of looking at the adjustment overall, I do think it is alright. I definitely think the Sisquiede could still benefit from getting a bit more, but the issue I've been having with this, I've been like trying to theory craft like what adjustments I would give this unit past where it's already been given, and there's two factors behind this that is making it really hard for me to figure out what, you know, if I was the one making the adjustments, what I would do with this unit. Big part of that is that you do have the offense mode touchpad skill at level 1 and 2. Depending on what level you are in, you do get different skills and benefits with it. And some of those skills that are part of that are some of the things I would have suggested as an adjustment. One of the things being the mid-air boost skill. With the big boosters this thing has on the back, those like flaps there, I was like, oh, you know, this thing really feels like it should have mid-air boost, but if you're in the offense mode, you get mid-air boost, you just don't get it normally, so I don't know if that is something they would change. I think that'd be a nice thing for this suit to get, just kind of normally though. So really whatever skills are tied to the offense mode, again, kind of is making it hard to determine like what I would bring to the base form of this unit. And the other thing too is that the Sisquiede is one of those units that really feels team dependent, and I mean like really feels team dependent. And I know in a game like GBO2 where, you know, you are supposed to kind of, you know, help the team out and whatnot, that should be kind of a given for like any suit, but the Sisquiede here, again, this suit really feels team dependent. Like this match here, I had a really good team who was dealing with the enemy raids. They were handling the enemy team, allowing me to just kind of stay back and get in my shots here. Especially since the Sisquiede does have some really good damage numbers, so if I'm given the opportunity to, like, you know, stay back, use my weapons, I can do really good with that. But again, a big part of that really comes from the team itself. So, like, this instance here, again, had a really good team backing me up on Underground Base, which is a map that realistically should not be the best for the Sisquiede, but again, in this instance here, it turned out really well, and you know, there's not really anything you can do as an adjustment for something like that. You know, it really is just going to be how well your team is performing. So if your team is able to keep the enemy off of you and you're just, again, able to stay back and use all of your weapons, you know, get shots off on the enemies, especially if they're generals, again, you can get some amazing damage numbers off with all of the weapons on this suit. You can do really well, and you know, if you have instances where the enemy team is able to focus you a lot, the raids can get to you. That's where you start kind of having issues and you can't do as well. So, yeah, just two things that I think it makes it really hard to kind of adjust to Sisquiede. Not even just from here, but just overall. Like, you know, what can they do with the suit at this point, again, that isn't already tied to its offense mode skills and things like that? Like, what can they do? So that's been the biggest thing here. But yeah, I mean, again, I think the buffs overall, they are all right. I would say they're a good starting place for this suit, but just kind of looking at it, this Sisquiede just feels like a really hard suit to kind of determine what type of adjustments like one would give it, since it does have some nice things already. The eye field is really nice. I had another match that the eye field really came in handy. Took a lot of like hits that were blocked with that. So eye field on here is really nice. I do like that. That's definitely one thing you should be using as much as possible with this unit, since it does block you know, a lot of like the beam weapons. But yeah, and again, just really high damage on the weapons that you do get, especially when paired with the offense mode skills. You get some improved damage, improved other skills. So yeah, overall, I do like this adjustment. Again, I just think this unit could definitely use some more in the future. Right now, trying to take out the enemy's GPO-4 here. I don't know if I finish him off. I think I miss a lot of my last shots here, but I do look like I get some targeting shots on the Zeku-1. I actually don't even see the GPO-4, so maybe somebody else got to them. But yeah, right now, just trying to take these last few pot shots here. Yeah, nice leg shot on the Yag Doga, and last few seconds, and that's going to be timeout, mission over. So let's see how we did here with the Sisquiede at 550 in Underground Base. And yeah, mission complete. We got some good works in the side chat here, and yeah, see the final results come up. The team's Gallbaldy Beta did really well. I believe I do give them a praise. I hope I give them a praise. Yep. And second place with 5 kills and 2 loss, so not too shabby of a match there with the Sisquiede. And yeah, overall, again, I think this adjustment is alright. It's just a lot of factors about this suit that, again, make it really hard to figure out what to do in terms of adjustments. Just, you know, with the offense mode skills that it gets when that is activated. And again, just the biggest factor that I have had from experience using this suit is that, again, it really just depends on the team. That was the same kind of thing I had when I used it on stream when we were having the discussion about it. I wasn't doing the best that match. It really wasn't the best in terms of stats for me, but because I had a good team, I was able to do something. And yeah, again, just definitely one of those suits you want a good team backing you up to make the most out of the suit. Just kind of an issue of GBO2 with itself, though, where, you know, not everybody really plays team-based, so again, not really something you can make an adjustment for. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video here. Comment down below what you think about the buffed Sisquiede. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.